guys, it's an ACC game. Is it more intensity in the locker room, more intensity in the practice because it's an ACC game?
I feel like we approach every game as an intense game because it's the next one leading up. But definitely ACC, the one where the wins matter, the wins count. So definitely going into this game with just like you said, intensity, just ready to win.
How important were those final games you played last year as a starter to your development this year?
Yes, I feel like they were very important because it allowed me to get the reps that I needed as a young player to develop myself and develop my chemistry with my teammates. And I feel like we gelled well, had a good spring, a great camp, and ready to have a great season.
Georgia Tech was one of those games, right?
Yes, sir.
How different or how similar is their offense that you see on film this season? How different or similar is it from the one you faced last year?
I feel like their offense can get going fast, and they've been on the road these past games. So I feel like we have to come like we've been doing these past couple games, starting early and finishing fast. So just like I said, just the team, Georgia Tech, I'll probably say they look for more explosive plays, and they're trying to run the ground game. So knowing Pitt, we're going to try to stop the run. So that's what we're going to do. Like he said, intensity, physicality, we're going to bring it.
Your coach Corey Sanders was telling us that what both their quarterbacks will do is scramble, but they're still looking to throw.
Yes, sir.
How unique is that, and how challenging is that for a defensive back, knowing when they're moving? Okay, you can't just commit to the run.
Yeah, so it's big because that defensive back. Once the quarterback scrambles, you oftentimes want to stay in coverage and lock on just in case, because short routes turn into long routes and long routes come back to short when quarterbacks roll out. So just staying locked on, reading our keys, and just keeping our eyes downfield while our defense, our front seven, goes after the quarterback.
Are there certain keys that you can read in the quarterback that it's time he's really going to run, he's not going to throw it?
Certain keys, I haven't picked up any yet, but I feel like he's a dynamic player, definitely, and I feel like he can change the game with his feet as well as his arm. So I feel like keeping him bottled up in the pocket and forcing him to make those throws, and I feel like we have a good chance.
Brendan, we're walking around here. We're seeing these TV screens with all these speeds up here. You had the fastest one this week.
Yes, sir.
Is that a sense? One, is it a sense of pride that you guys joke around about when you see those numbers? And two, how much of that goes into how fast you guys try to play on defense with flying around?
I mean, of course, it's always friendly competition throughout the receivers, DBs, and we're having faster time, yes, sir. But we practice hard. We fly around in practice, and so by the time it gets to the game, it will be sort of slower for us, if you can say, because we're 100 miles in 10 and in practice, and then we translate over that to the game, and it just makes everybody well. Like, we got 11 flying dudes to the ball, so when we bring that all together, we're good.
Corey Sanders told us that training you guys' eyes is something that they're really working to do. Now, when you guys go back and look at maybe some of the mistakes of where your eyes were looking against Western Michigan, because you faced a lot of RPO there, and probably going to face a lot this week too.
Yes, I feel like that's what Coach Sanders has been trying to harp on us on our eyes and getting better, because once your eyes get to the QB, you tend to drift. And you drift away from your target, your receiver. So once we get our eyes right, lock on to our man, we should be good position.
So where do you want your eyes to be?
You want your eyes to be on your man. Like, looking at where you're going, you want to see your target. You just don't want to run blind out there. So you want to know your target, know where you're going, and just read your keys.
Does it help having that accountability in practice? He says you guys get charts. How much does that help with attention to detail?
Yes, sir. It helps a lot, because when we're out there, you're like, let me read my eyes, because Coach Sanders going to get on me in the meeting. So you got to get your eyes right. And they're Coach Collins and Coach Sanders, they tell us every day. So we reiterate it every day. So it's always in our mind to train our eyes and have our eyes right.
Is that something that's new to college, where in high school most of the time you're just better than guys, and these are some of the things that you learn when you get to the next level?
Yeah, in college, in high school, it's more about just your instinct. In high school, you can get away with a lot more stuff in high school than you can in college. So, but college more attention to detail, and those little details really matter in college, especially as a game of inches. So every inch matters, every inch counts.
How much talking during the week and after and before games are you doing with Eric as far as making sure that both of you guys got to be on the same page to read those keys and to kind of be accountable not just for each other but for the guys in front of you?
Yes, sir. Me and Eric have a great relationship on and off the field. We looking at each other, like you said, across the field every play, because that's the biggest thing. We have to communicate out there, and if we can't do that off the field, how do you expect us to do that on the field? So, yeah, me and him have a great relationship outside the field.
Does that chart up there indicate you're the fastest guy on the team?
Now, I wouldn't say that I'm the fastest because we got a lot of fast dudes, but I'm definitely up there, and anybody can get a run for their
Who
money.
is the
with me.
fastest in your opinion?
I'm fast in my opinion. I'll probably say it's either have to be Jordan Addison right now or Marquez Williams. I feel like Marquez he can get open. Like
Not Jalen.
Jalen Barton, that's a speedster too.
Okay.
So we got a lot of fast guys. We got a lot of fast guys.
I was gonna say, I think George's top
There you
speed
go.
came from that long touchdown that he
Yeah.
had.
Yeah, see, Quez right there.
It looks like Kenny's coming for
He
you.
howled
Yeah.
him too. Kenny can move too. Now we got a lot of speed, and that just goes to our strength staff and how they prepared us for this season.
Okay.
Kenny also told us earlier about how crazy it's been, and that his feeling is like anybody can win this conference. You have a similar thought?
I do. I feel like it's wide open right now, and I feel like we have a great chance. Right, everybody's on the same page, and we're trying to run with this. We're trying to take it game by game. Take game by game, though. Every game counts. So we're taking this one as the biggest game because it's the next one. So just taking game by game. I feel like we'll be successful this year.
How do you carry over the start you had last week? I'm not saying that they're always going to be
Yes,
like
sir.
that, but how do you carry that over to make sure you have that same intensity?
I feel like the momentum that we had just bring the same energy this game. Bring the same energy to an away game like we would a home game, just because we're playing the way we're playing in the playing their territory. So we have to bring our own energy because we bringing the guys that we brought with us. So we just bring energy on the field, and it translates.
How much of that energy can come from you guys getting early turnovers the way y'all did last week with a safety and a pick six?
That will help tremendously for the offense, for the defense as a whole, special teams. It gets everybody fired up. So if we got an opportunity to do that, I feel like we have a good chance.
After letting Western Michigan into the 40s, did you guys play with a chip on your shoulder last
Of course, yes sir, definitely. Because that's not the type of image we want to put on TV as a Pitt defense. As a Pitt tough defense, allowing that many points. So we really took that under the chin and just corrected it. Trying to keep going.
Anything else? Right now, I've got Haba as the best dunk of the season so far. He had a reverse jam.
Okay.
So I gotta ask, like, what you gonna do
All
about
right, I'm gonna bring some out the vault. I'll be tired out there, so you know. So I'm gonna bring some out the vault though. We can see a little between the legs.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All
Okay.
right.
I want to see that.
What do you do with the football?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch some Zach Levine highlights.
Y'all, I think y'all could do like a Vince Carter one, just like find the shortest dude on the team.
Okay, we're gonna have to try that. We'll have to try that.
You good at in high school?
Not really. I'm on the football field.